It's no secret that narcissists do despicable and horrific things to people every single day. I feel like there are some acts, however, that narcs do commit that are worse than any other weapon they have in their arsenal, which is quite a few. These are what I believe to be the coldest, most cruel things that a narcissist can do to anybody. Number 1, isolation. Lots of narcissists will try to isolate their victims from their friends and from their family. If we feel like we have no one else to turn to, then of course we will lean into the narcissist more. Someone toxic like this cannot have you keeping in touch with people who might tell you to leave, or who might tell you you can do better, or hey, you're actually getting treated pretty badly. Maybe you should leave. The narcissist cannot afford you doing that. A narcissist taking you away from the people who know you the best is one of the saddest, meanest, cruelest things that can be done. They couldn't care less if you have no family or friends surrounding you. As long as they can consume you, make you nothing more than an extension of themselves, and use you for all you've got, they really don't care. In the end, the narcissist doesn't care what other relationships you have that you don't anymore. They don't care what gets destroyed. They count on this and use it to their advantage. They could even pin you against other people, fill your head with lies about how your family or friends don't love you or they don't care about you. You might almost willingly isolate yourself because the narcissist has gaslighted you into thinking everybody is against you, everybody is an enemy, and no one cares about you. This is extremely disturbing. Number 2, bankrupting you. Unfortunately, in this world, we need money and more of it now than ever just to be able to live like normal human beings. Narcissists, however, really couldn't care less if you have what you need or not. What's yours is theirs, and what's theirs is, well, theirs. Narcissists will absolutely max your credit cards, open credit cards in your name, empty your bank account, sell your stuff, whatever they don't throw away or destroy, and just move on like it's not a big deal. These people can cause some of their victims to be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and I'm sure in some cases that number is even higher. In my relationship, someone else's hand was always open, as if I was doing nothing more than just holding their money for them. I was never asked if I had what I needed, what I wanted, was I good financially, was I in a good spot. It was just take, and consume a little bit more until I had nothing left. A whirling, swirling tornado tearing through everything, destroying and ruining everything it comes in contact with, eating and dominating the land. Nobody is spared, and then files out just as quickly as it stormed in. That is a narcissist. These are people who flat out don't care if you sink or if you swim. If you have it, if you own it, well, guess what? It belongs to them. What do they care if you are broken homeless? If that happens to you, why would they care? They will just simply pick a new source and roll on to the next. Number 3, smearing you. Turning anyone against you is gross and cruel, but narcissists will go after very specific people that are honestly just plain rotten to target. People like maybe elderly parents, siblings, and your kids, and try to turn them against you. And kids, oof, that's just something that I feel hurts on another level. Narcs will absolutely run smear campaigns against you to try to ruin your reputation. And this can cause people very close to us in our lives to, yes, unfortunately, turn away from us. And this will be done so that people will side with the narcissist, but most of the time it's just done solely to hurt you. Sure, the narc likes to have everyone believing that they're right, they're good, you're wrong, and they like having everybody on their team, but I'm not sure they like that as much as they just know and enjoy the fact that you don't have as many people on your team. Narcs will take as many things away from you as they possibly can. And clearly, nothing is sacred and nothing is off limits. They will take things they don't even want just to relish for a moment the pain it causes you by not having it. And when it comes to kids and turning people against you, this is cruel, disturbing, disgusting behavior. If you'd like to talk with me one-on-one about what you're going through with a narcissist, you can text, call, email, or visit my website for information on how to do just that. It is all on the screen for you now, and it is listed down in the video description, available at any time. Number 4, ghosting you. Silence is deafening. Silence is also a very cruel thing to do to somebody, and a narc knows this. In fact, the very first move they will make to hurt you, to punish you, to teach you a lesson will always be to cut communication. Think about all the things they do when they're angry or when they're not interested. It's all this communication breakdown. Ghosting you ends things completely, even if only for a few weeks, and it causes massive amounts of heartbreak, confusion, and ego bruises. This is typical for a narcissist to leave while saying nothing and carrying on with no closure, no exit interview, no nothing. A breakup is one thing. That sucks. Everybody hates it, but it's fine and it's normal. People break up, things don't work. But being such a coward and having so little respect for someone you supposedly love or care about, this is just a whole nother level of cruel cowardice and being mean. Honestly, I don't feel like narcs actually intend to be awful about this. They just don't want to have the conversation. Again, cowardly. But also, there is a psychological trick to this. If they leave and say nothing, it leaves a door open for conversation down the road. If I tell you that you suck and I don't want to be with you anymore, or I just kind of fade out and ghost out and don't come back, there is one of those scenarios where you're actually more inclined to talk to me. And it's not when I tell you that you suck and I don't want you anymore. You're more inclined to say something to me, even if it's nasty, if I just ghost out, fade away, and do nothing. Yes, it does make you feel terrible. It makes people take their own inventory, and you wonder why this is happening. It hits and ruins the ego. It's cruel, it's awful, but there actually is a reason narcissists do it. More than just being cowardly, it keeps the door open for them to hoover. Number 5, gaslighting you. Gaslighting is done by toxic people like narcissists to convince other folks that they're crazy. Gaslighting, when done right and when done often enough, causes you to doubt yourself and your reality, what's going on around you. For a narcissist to want you to be this upset and confused, not feel safe, and feel like you have no idea what's going on around you, you're in this fog. This is one of the most horrific things that can be done to a person. A narc can get you to the point where you are literally now insane. You're paranoid, you're almost borderline schizophrenic, and you have no idea if what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, or experiencing is actually truly happening. What is your reality? You have no idea. You will stop trusting what's right in front of you. Even more sinister, you will not trust yourself. So guess who you now begin to completely lean on and trust fully? That's right. The person that you would take the bullet for, who's actually behind the trigger. Number 6, love bombing you. This is where it all starts. I'm not here to rank the list. It's in no particular order other than, as always, the one I wrote it in. But this certainly gets it all going right here. You're complimented obsessively. This person wants every second of your time. They want to know everything about you. You hear all the buzzwords, marriage and kids and soulmate and twin flame and all that garbage. For some people, the love bombing that they get from a narcissist is absolutely euphoric and it feels amazing. And all it does is set us up for failure. We're built up and up and up to get knocked right the hell down. What do you think is the worst thing a narcissist can do? Leave that down in the comments. Remember, be tasteful, be tactful. And what thing on this list do you personally feel is the absolute most cruel thing that they can do? Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, Survivor, and take care of yourself.